What's going on, guys and gals? Today I'm here with Shaun, one of my students from Montreal, Canada, who's absolutely crushing it with his two businesses. And today we're going to talk about where he was and where he is today and how he got to $22,000 a month. Shaun, how you doing, brother?
Doing very well, actually. What about you, man?
Doing pretty good, man. I try not to complain. I try not to complain. Why don't you tell everyone like how we met and how we started working together?
Yeah, so I always wanted to find someone to help me in sales in terms of closing, and I never knew where to go, never knew which person was legit. I knew that high ticket sales was a very vague, and a lot of people were into this space, and I didn't know who was a guru, who was real. So, I was just scrolling through videos, and then I saw you pop up a few times on my feed. And I actually listened carefully to your videos, and I saw that what you were saying were actually made a lot of sense compared to what the other gurus were saying. And this is where I started just every day. I was just looking at your Instagram page and just looking at your new videos, what you're saying, and the way that you teach. And that's what really caught my attention. And that's when I decided to just DM you.
And then that DM led to us pretty much working together, no?
Exactly. Yeah.
Got you. Prior to you, because you were selling AI services online through booked calls and then also websites and stuff like that, how was that going prior to us working together?
Well, it started in January this year, so it's not too long ago. I would say that it wasn't the best in terms of closing. I was getting the leads, but the closing was very rough. And we did do a few call reviews together, and even you told me that, the way I was closing was, could have some upgrades. So that's where I started learning, and I wasn't making zero money at all, like absolutely nothing, because I wasn't closing anything. And after that, my first month that where I made some money was 2 months later. I made about 3,000, and this month I closed about 6K just in AI. Obviously, my focus hasn't been directly on that because, like you said, I have two businesses. It was
Yeah,
more on the other one.
the car detailing.
Yes, exactly.
Let's talk about that for a little bit because that absolutely skyrocketed. I remember like us going back and forth with text messages. You, I got this. What should I say here? Blah 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 blah. So let's talk about that because that really like went through the roof and is going to still go through the roof.
Honestly, man, I'll do a comparison from last year. Last year was my real first year of detailing. In the whole year, we probably made maximum 20,000, I would say. And obviously, during the winter, it's dead season. I wasn't doing any money. I was literally doing zero. I was living off of like 5,000 in my bank account, literally. And, I was scared to invest with you and all that stuff because of how much money I had. And honestly, it was the best investment I've ever made. And I'm not saying that just because I want, people to think that you're the best, but because you're actually like the best.
Thanks, bro.
And honestly, man, from we started in April, start of April, the 1st of April. Our first month, I made 13K. May we did 10, and then this month we just made 18K. So in 3 months, I made more than double what I did in the whole year last year.
Fuck yeah.
And that is just in 2, 3 months of learning sales.
And that was 18K with the car detailing business. And then on top of that, you made some sales for the AI and the websites, correct? Totaling around
Yeah.
like 22,000.
In June, I made 4.4 in terms of websites and all that stuff. I did close more than that, but in terms of cash collected in June, 4,400. I still have another 1.6K that is awaiting. And then in terms of detailing, we made $18,000 like cash collected.
Fuck yeah. So just
Yeah.
north of 22K.
Yeah.
Got you. How do you feel like I helped you out the most? Like, what do you feel like you were really struggling with where I stepped in and I was just like, this is what you got to do, broski.
Honestly, I was a very good talker, but I feel like the way I was structuring my sales calls were not the best way possible. And in terms of objection handling, I was not the best at all. This is what I had the most trouble with. And honestly, you really came in and helped me handle those objections. I was going into every single call that you were making where you were teaching us, and I was really like even writing down stuff to make sure that like what you're saying stays in my mind. And then when we're off the calls, I can even like look at my notes and make sure that I upgrade my sales skills. And I even did a lot of fake sales calls, role plays with
Yeah, the mock
students.
calls.
Yeah, mock calls. I did a lot of them with the students inside the group, and I would say that that really really helped me. Not only because I was able to practice, but I was able to get input from the person I was role playing with.
Yeah, so like feedback from other students as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha. Do you feel like implementing the 10-step framework helped you on your sales calls?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. I
100%.
remember there was points where you would message me and you'd be like, yeah, close deal, close deal, close deal. And it got to a point where you're just like, bro, this shit's so fucking easy. Like
Yeah.
I'm just reframing everyone and they're just down to do business and stuff like that, which is pretty awesome. I'm not going to keep you here for too long, man. It's pretty self-explanatory. Long story short, how does it feel going from a position where you weren't necessarily able to make as many sales as you wanted to, down to a point where it's like you're hitting 20K months, you know?
I'll be honest, man. It felt good at the start, and now I'm at a number where I don't have enough every day. I'm always looking for more. Like this is honestly the exact feeling I have when I in April when I made 13K in a month. I was like, wow, this is insane. And then the next month I made 10K and was like, we made 10K but could have been better. And now this month I made 18, but I'm like, could have been more. Like I'm never happy now. I'm never happy.
That's typically how it is.
Yeah.
You gotta scale and hit 100K. Any plans for you guys scaling the both businesses? Like what's going on there?
So, I mean, right now, I'm currently looking to have more concentration in terms of the AI business or the marketing slash website business. But right now, the detailing business is like exploding. So I have no choice but to put most of my focus on there. Um, Obviously, right now here in Quebec, we have the construction like vacation 2 weeks off. So I'm expecting July to have a slow month, but I'm pretty sure that April or sorry, August, I think we're gonna reach a 20K or even more than that.
100%.
We're
100%.
running at max capacity right now. Like we're only a team of two, and we're booked out like a week in advance at all times.
Gotta
So
get a team of four, bro. Gotta get a
yeah,
team of four.
no choice.
But yeah, man, there's not much to be said, you know, like clearly you went from, I wouldn't say nothing, right? But like close to it to making more money than people, are dying to make, to be completely honest with you, which is super fucking solid. I know your back was against the wall prior to you investing with me, but do you feel like that helped at all? Knowing that you were in a position where you had to make it work.
Honestly, yes, because I'm used to it. I've always been in what we call the trenches.
The trenches.
I've been there for like the past 4 years, and I've tried a lot of things. And honestly, I think the only missing piece was sales. Because once you know how to sell, you can sell anything.
Yeah, I agree.
And I also got to give a huge shout out to my girlfriend for supporting me throughout the whole winter.
Hell yeah.
Sorry, and yeah, either like emotionally and even like money wise, she helped me a lot cover my expenses while I was learning sales.
God
Like I
bless
said, I
him.
spent most of my money
Yeah.
on and honestly, it rewarded very well.
God bless her, man. We have to thank the ones by our side. Even my wife, man. Like, I'm very grateful for her as well. She always holds me down as I run my business and I follow my dreams. Any words for someone who's like on the brink of investing and like nervous about, working with myself in top tier and actually taking things to the next level?
Honestly, I do, and this is something I want everybody to know is that even if you're trying things and it does not work, if you give up, you will fail. But if you keep going through and you just don't stop at one point, I can guarantee you right now, if you give it your all, it will work eventually. Just got to put the work and you just don't give up. I've been doing this for 4 years. I lost money for 4 years, and now here I am. I just made 22,000 in a month.
Fuck yeah. Was the investment worth it?
100%. I would recommend it to anybody.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. I'm not going to keep you here waiting, chatting anymore unless you have anything else to say. That's it on my part. Like, I wish you more success. I'm happy to be a part of it. I'm down to see you scale both businesses. Like, I'm down to, here, yo, Ramsey, bro, we got like 10 employees. We're like spreading across all across Quebec. We're actually hitting the nail on the coffin and stuff like that, but I'm sure that'll happen in due time. I appreciate your time, bro. It was a pleasure working with you. And all the best to you, bro. Make all the cash. Run it the fuck up, man. You already know the vibes.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man. Yeah, I'll say one more thing for all of you out there. Honestly, don't try to make money because you won't be making money. Try to learn the skill of helping others, and money will come.
I agree.
Enjoy the way to make money, if you understand.
Yeah, I do understand. Just do what you got to do. Focus on giving good quality work. Don't focus on the money, and the money will come.
Yep,
Simple.
exactly. That's all I can say. And this is a true fact that if you focus on money, you won't be making some.
Fuck yeah. Happy for you, bro. I'm happy for you. I appreciate you taking the time. I know you got things to do. But I'll speak to you soon and I'll catch you on the inside.
Thank you, Ramsey.
No
See
problem,
you,
bro.
man.
Ciao,
Ciao.
ciao.